Before you go ahead and film any kind of YouTube video, you should really take the time to research the topic and see whether there is actually demand for that content. In the very early days of starting my YouTube channel, because I was creating content within a small niche part of the music market, I wasn't doing dead generic guitar reviews, I wasn't doing tutorials on Logic Pro X, I was creating videos about what is called live looping on particular brands. Because I was a live looper as a solo performer with the guitar, I always had craved particular types of videos that simply didn't exist. So I had to teach myself how to use the products by reading manuals, and then I started to create this new format of video, you could say, on the YouTube platform. So there was no data for me to follow that proved whether these content types worked within the niche that I was creating videos for. So this constant battle with trial and error in coming up with these new formats of videos for this niche led to some success, but also led to quite a lot of failure. And some failures that you could sort of say were, quite frankly, a waste of time. Now, there are many videos on my music channel that have got thousands and thousands of views, but there are some that I've created over a year ago that haven't even got 1,000 views. And if I had understood the importance of researching a marketplace for a particular product before creating a video on that product, I would not have wasted my time creating that video. Now, just to show you my YouTube channel, if we head on over to my music channel where I have done a majority of my YouTube videos, I just want to show you an example of a video that was kind of pointless for me making, or rather the audience size wasn't large enough for it to get millions and millions of views, and you could argue that my time wasn't very profitable in creating these videos. Now, back in summer, June 2020, I went ahead and created this sort of video series on this Headrush looper board. So this was another brand that I'd never really discussed before in the past, and you can see all of the videos that are contained by this brand have not even got 1,000 views. Look at that, 400 views, 800 views, 600 views. So, you know, like my time for making these videos across that entire summer, you could argue was a complete waste of time. Yes, I learned the skills of making a video and all that type of stuff, and it's maybe who I am today, but being brutal about it, you could say it was a waste of time. Whereas when you compare, when I've talked about this brand compared to a larger brand such as Boss and Roland, which is, a huge household name for music products, suddenly the same topic of video has a few thousand views because you're comparing it to a more established brand with a much larger following who's interested in learning about this product. So let's head on to YouTube and begin researching the video that we're going to create. Now, I want to create a video on this drone over here, this DJI Mavic Mini 2. I want to do a getting started guide on there, and I'm also eventually going to do a full review of it. Now, before we go ahead and start filming the video and go, yeah, this is going to fly, it's a fly because it's a drone, but we need to research the actual topic of the video and see whether there's demand for it. Sometimes when you'll go ahead and create a video, you'll think there's a huge demand for that type of video, but when you actually begin to search for that on YouTube, you'll suddenly notice that there isn't. So let's type in Mavic Mini. So let's go DJI Mavic Mini 2, and we'll put getting started guide. Now, simply by typing this in straight away, you can see there's a huge demand for this tech product. 1.7 million views in 7 months with this getting started guide. That signifies straight away that this is a video that is worth creating. You can see as well on some of the other channels, 400,000 views, and so on. Now, you may be questioning, what is the point in creating this video when there's already so many channels that have got an established amount of views on there and are also bigger channels? You could say, because this video has got almost 2 million views and it's 7 months old, that the moment has kind of gone for this getting started guide. It's got 1.7 million views, it's ranking first in search, and it's 7 months old. So there's a good chance that the DJI Mavic Mini 3 is probably just about to release in November, and the honeymoon period is kind of gone on this topic. And to an extent, that's completely true. However, there is no harm in trying to recreate this video, one from an educational standpoint to understand why this video got 1.7 million views, and also do a trial run for when the new drone comes out later this year. You can then pick that up and go, bang, I'm going to make a video on this straight away. Additionally, because all of these videos have got so many views, 1.7 million views, almost 400,000 views, you can go ahead and watch all of these videos and figure out what is not very good about the video. You could say here for this gentleman's video, it's 45 minutes long, which is way too long. If someone's just got a brand new drone, they do not want to sit there for 45 minutes. They want to go out and start flying their drone straight away because they're excited to start using it. So we could go ahead and watch this video, read the comments, and figure out which sections were a bit inflated and too rambly, and make a more concise version, like some of the other channels have here. You've got 25 minutes version of this video, and you've even got this guy here that's made a 11-minute version of this video. I would much rather watch this video here because I want to start flying my drone, and then maybe after a few weeks of having the drone, go and watch this video for a few things that I may have missed.